So it's just yogurt in the canister?
Yogurt, crema, lime ice.
This is sweet. What?
This yogurt, it's sweet. Yeah. Last minute, I tasted the dessert and started to get nervous. Yeah. Definitely need to add more of the yogurt lime rocks. I need something tangy to make it balanced.
Well, this dessert better be really delicious because otherwise it's going to count against her.
If you're a savory chef, you're not a pastry chef, I wouldn't do one. I would go with savory.
Perfect. Because everything's pretty sweet. That's gonna balance it out. Perfect. That could have been disastrous. Out of all of the dishes in my menu, this is the dish that I'm truly, truly proud of. I'm just hoping that the judges will love it.
I know.
This is it, guys. This is it.
Wow, it's beautiful. I don't even want to touch it. It's smoking!
So today I made a strawberry lime curd with some toasted yogurt, a milk crumble with bee pollen, and yogurt lime ice.
Thank you, May.
Thank you. This competition is the hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life. I'm really glad that it's over. I can finally breathe for a minute, but judges' table is right around the corner.
Oh my God. Well, at least it's over.
It's over.
The toasted yogurt,
Yeah.
that smoky flavor on the side of that plate is amazing. I think it's spectacular.
Just all the different textures. The milk crumble's awesome.
Okay, two things. Best dessert I've ever had on Top Chef. Number two, she was very smart doing dessert.
Why are you making that face, Taylor?
I like pumpkin foam. You know, it's not even the taste, it's just the consistency. It's one of those things you put in your mouth and you don't know if you should chew or swallow. No more parfaits. Did someone offend the s'mores guy? Because I think he spit on mine.
I gotta say, the Cougars kind of floundered on the desserts.
Wow.
The flavor combination that actually struck me as odd was actually the pumpkin mousse with the berries. They didn't balance each other very well.
If you're gonna reinterpret a classic dish, the essence of the original dish should be there. I think the one that really stands out as far as that goes was the s'mores.
That was mine.
If you're gonna call it a s'more, it has to have some type of burnt sugar. It has to be gooey. And frankly, every s'more that I've ever eaten has a high ratio of warm chocolate component. So if those focuses are lost, then really we have, in my mind, a failed concept.
The band had said something about chocolate and bananas, and initially I was going to do frozen bananas dipped in chocolate. Obviously, again, the curveball threw us no freezer, so I had to improv when we got there. For me, it was more about it being a banana s'more with chocolate ganache so that it was still something you could, you know, get the chocolate and the banana without it being too much about the chocolate, more about the banana.
There was something else on the top. It looked like it was some sort of foam.
It was a vanilla cream.
For catering, specifically, when you know that your food is gonna be on a buffet, it just sort of fell and actually the band looked around and said, it kind of looks like spit on the plate.
I'm making an oven because the test batch is too hot in our oven.
Okay.
So
what are you doing?
What I did is I cleaned the snow down to the dirt, and then I put a base down, and then I'll bake my cakes.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
Carrie is MacGyvering this dish. At first I thought she was making a snowman. I mean, because that's what I would have done. She's legit.
Hopefully it just doesn't taste like smoke.
What you got?
Tell me what you think.
I feel there's a lot of pressure on me being the first dish since I'm back from the competition.
Close up.
The sunchokes of the guajillo confit.
Those are nice.
Yeah?
Yeah, good texture too.
I hope the judges like my little touches here and there with the guajillo and the confit of the sunchokes.
Can't feel my fingers when I cook in the snow. And down at the end there, I made an upside down cake. On the bottom is strawberry, rhubarb, raspberry, and blueberry. And then it has a honey oat finished with a pine nut and maple cake.
How did you bake your cake?
I dug a hole,
Nice.
and I put coal in it, and I just kind of buried them in there.
Wow.
Thank you so much,
Thank you. Damn good. Well done.
We're gonna go get some sleep.
Yeah.
This is turning out to be pretty good. They're finally seasoning food.
Carrie's dessert is absolutely amazing. I just can't stop eating.
This is the perfect way to serve Carrie's upside down cake.
Right side up's the best way to serve her upside down cake.
We'll have to do this, get it in the oven, and straight in the fridge.
I feel like it's a risk to do a coconut curry chocolate tart because neither one of us are really dessert people.
Should we spray the bottom?
I mean, they're full of butter, so.
Okay, fine.
I'm very curious to hear from you about Danielle and Lizzie's dessert.
I feel like the flavor of the chocolate is there. The flavor of the spice blend is really nice. I would prefer not to have seen other chocolate incorporated into the dish.
I think this was assembled poorly. Putting that hard disc on top, you couldn't, as soon as you cut into it, it just squirted out the end, and that was the end of it.
The flavors in there were so overpowering that I think it was one of my least favorites. We did the chocolate justice, you know.
Shirley!
Yeah?
Come here!
My final dish of rice pudding is in honor of my mom. My mom had the biggest sweet tooth in our family.
Just one for now, let's go.
Sweet richness of this rice pudding on the bottom, but there's different type of tropical fruit. Also coconut, lime, and cactus snow on top. It sort of tests all your senses.
Hey, see the mad scientist.
Right. I really fall in love with this dessert, and I really hope that my mom will feel the same too.
Liquid nitrogen is my new friend today.
And Shirley, what did you make us?
It's a rice pudding with tropical fruit, a little bit of lemon lime snow. Snow is my Chinese name. The name of my dish is called Mama Said, You Always Need to Finish Your Rice. My mom's right there, so last dish I wanted to dedicate it to her because I always finish the last grain of rice.
Thank you both.
Thank you.
Shirley's dish is just compulsively edible. I just keep on digging in and getting another surprise, another flavor combination.
The fruit, the lemon, the brittle, it's one of the best desserts I ever had, I have to say.
She hit it out of the park on that one.
I basically finished it. I felt like there was a seductiveness to it.
You always finish your rice.
Always finish your rice.
I'm very proud.
Very proud.
Very proud.
I'm very proud.
My brother.
Shirley, this is my favorite dish of the night. I thought it was beautiful.
Thank you.
This was one of the most creative, provocative dishes that I think we saw tonight. I love almost the play on rice pudding. Really cool, really fun to eat, and just delicious.
I loved it. Great textures, great flavor. I finished it in seconds flat and was looking for more.
I'm basically done for the day, and I asked Betty, what can I do for you? I want to help.
Is the ginger burning?
I had decided to put some crystallized ginger and some fresh hazelnut on top of the pumpkin and then added the sugar on top. And when I go to brulee it, they both start to burn.
What do you want to do?
Take off the ginger. Hello, it's sugar time. Okay, for Thanksgiving dessert today, we have a very unique pumpkin pie with chai creme brulee, a chocolate creme brulee with the essence of hazelnut. And to finish it all off, a shot of French roast coffee with a touch of vanilla whipped cream.
For me, the beauty of eating creme brulee is that the sugar glaze just cracks and you get that crispy sugar. I'm really missing that.
A custard with sugar over the top is not creme brulee.
I think what's happened here is what's happened throughout the meal, a complete failure of the imagination. I mean, this 4 hours, this?
Betty, were you happy with your dish?
I think the brulee could have been a lot better.
Why?
I elicited the help of 2 other people. I realized that I should have done the entire thing myself because I know the way I like to brulee it, and that's where my dish failed. I was very happy with the texture, I was very happy with the flavors, but I was not happy with the brulee.
I mean, I didn't find it to be a creme brulee.
You didn't taste the chai.
It was more a pie filling.
Yes,
That's all it was.
Yes.
But it's not a creme brulee. Just because you stick something in a vessel and put sugar on the top and burn it doesn't make it a creme brulee.
How is this cutting edge?
The cutting edge is not quite my style. I do focus more on comfort food.
Here is the last course.
Oh, God, awesome. This is a apple pie, cherry pie, poison apple. A little bit of granola mix on the bottom, pie shell, some puffed Rice Krispie as maggots, if you will, a worm coming out, a little bit of basil, and I'm gonna finish it with just a little bit of apple powder, just to put the spell on you, if you will. Enjoy your poison apple.
Love it.
Look at that.
It's beautiful.
That is, the drama of it's great. This is where sort of those bag of tricks actually work.
It is really stunning inside.
The flavor in Chris's dessert's really great, and the cherry is really deep and dark.
I like the cinnamon in this.
The whole combination for me worked so well. I really liked it.
So him.
I love what he did here. I really do.
It was almost like and by the way, here you go. It's a story about an apple.
Está quebrada. The cream.
It's not even charging?
No.
The mascarpone for my dessert is broken because of the heat.
I don't want it on there if it's broken. I left the other one.
All right, leave it. I mean, it's missing a whole component of the dish at this point. Right now, it's just a piece of cake sitting on a plate. Behind you, judges table walking. Big smile, okay, hon?
That's beautiful.
Thank you. This is nectarine brown butter cake. Very fresh, very light, but the cake is rich. It's got lots of good, like, caramely flavors, and I love it.
Did you make this dish?
I did.
Great.
Please enjoy.
Thank you.
Well, that would explain why it's the only dish we got explained to us voluntarily, wouldn't it?
It's like a weird greasy cookie.
The ingredients sound so yummy. Nectarine, mascarpone.
5-spice mascarpone?
Where is the mascarpone?
My apologies, but the kitchen is extremely hot back there, and the emulsion that I had broke.
Oh.
It's so sour. Not in like a good way.
How did it go out there, Sarah? As well as it could.
Sarah, you made dessert?
Want to tell us about it? Apparently, it's the one thing I did tell you about already. It was missing the component of the mascarpone 5-spice cream when you received the dish. It was broken due to the heat in the room.
But you knew there was going to be a hot kitchen. If you don't have a component and it's on the menu, you make everyone look bad.
You were the GM of this restaurant, and you were the chef of this restaurant. If someone's going home, do you think it should be one of you two?
Probably.
I would say probably so.
Yeah.